welcome back to our little interview series. Today I'm here with Dana, and Dana is our newest member of the Horsham team, and she is the first year apprentice. I'm really excited to chat with Dana today because a lot of the other people I've interviewed have been in the industry for a very long time, so it's really going to be nice to sit and chat with somebody with fresh eyes in the industry and fresh inspiration and some fresh knowledge. Dana, tell me a little bit about yourself. What's your story?
I'm originally from Edenhope, which is just an hour out of Horsham. And then I'm 24 years old. I have 3 older brothers, so I grew up pretty rough. We grew up on a sheep and cropping farm, so a lot of hard work when we were little, and then went to boarding school and have travelled around. I've lived in most states of Australia now, so yeah. And then I come back to Horsham.
So let's get into it. And first question for you, Dana, why did you want to get into the hairdressing industry?
I've kind of been passionate about the hair industry since I was about 15, and I did like the vet program at school and stuff, and then went and took a different route for a few years, and then kind of kept finding myself in salons assisting, and I really loved it and fell in love with the industry. And like, I know it's silly, but the social media side of things always looks so fun to me and stuff, so I just was like, I should really give this a go.
I know you're only new to the industry, but so far, who is your biggest inspiration in the industry?
Oh shit. Like, is it cheesy if I say you?
I paid her for that.
I think someone I've loved for a really long time on Instagram is Millie the Space, because I've watched her grow from when she was just her own little salon just by herself to like the massive salon that she owns now, and with her education and stuff like that, like watching her grow really inspires me to be able to do that one day as well.
Amazing. Yeah. And I feel like people who do follow her now, they probably don't see where she started, so it's incredible. I don't even know where she started, so it's incredible that you followed her from the beginning. It makes it more personal.
Yeah.
What's been the most surprising thing that you've learned since starting your apprenticeship?
I did know this, but it surprises me every time, like we do training and stuff, in the colour theory side of things, how much goes into it. And like people are like, oh yeah, you just put a heap of colour in a bowl and you mix it and you put it on my head, but there's so much chemistry and stuff that goes into it, and it's so interesting to learn. What
do you think makes a great stylist in the industry?
Someone that listens to their clients and what they actually want. I feel like when we were growing up, like hairdressers were known to just do what they wanted to do and cut your hair and do what they think you wanted rather than listen to what you wanted. I remember being a kid and always crying when I walked out of hairdressers because they cut too much off. But like, I feel like someone who listens to their clients and gives them what they want and takes critical feedback like on their chest and just goes with it, I think is really good and important.
And that's the old school, like, what's a hairdresser inch? I feel like that's where that comes from, because hairdressers used to just literally cut people's hair off. I've been in that situation too, don't worry. What's one myth about hairdressing that you've learnt isn't true?
I already knew this, but that they don't gossip. Like, I feel like a lot of people think we just gossip and share, like, because obviously people open up to us, they're in our chairs for a long time. I feel like sometimes there's a myth or whatever that we then spread that around, and we definitely don't. Like, there is a client, what's the word? It's confidentiality.
Confidentiality, but I feel like we do build strong relationships with our clients, and they do tell us things that they wouldn't normally tell their friends or their husbands. So I feel like that's another thing that back in the day, hairdressers and beauticians used to be quite big gossipers, but now we're kind of reeling it back in and creating a really personalised service
and professional sort of feel to the industry again.
What's your dream for your hairdressing career in the next 5 years?
Oh shit, I'm not going to go do 5 years, we'll do 10 years. But
10?
Because I don't know where I'm going to be in 5 years, but 10 years hopefully have my own little salon.
Cute.
In
the country?
In the country, yeah.
Cute.
Or like travelling around doing hair, like mobile hair. Yeah, that'd be fun.
Almost do that first.
And then,
and then like set up base.
Yes, that's
when you have kids and stuff like that.
That's a long way away.
If you could do one celebrity's hair, like past or present, who would it be?
Michelle or Zara, because I know you already do that. I know it's actually possible.
I love that. Maybe we can make that happen.
Yeah.
What's one product or hair tool that you couldn't live without?
I really love the GHD tong.
Yeah.
The smaller barrel one, or the Colour Wow like blow drying mist stuff.
Oh, the Dream
Coat.
Dream Coat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The curly hair or the straight hair one is just beautiful.
We've got it there, don't we?
Yeah.
You can use it.
Yeah, I do use it.
Do you have any inspiration for anyone wanting to get into the industry?
Just do it. It's going to be scary if you do it or you don't do it. I feel like I held back for a long time because I was scared about doing the like scary TAFE stuff and getting into the bookwork and stuff, but once you start it's so easy, and like there's always going to be something come up that you're scared of, but you've got to work through it sort of thing, so you may as well start now.
I know it is only early of you being in the industry, but what you've seen so far of it, I guess you haven't been into anything with me yet, but what you've heard from it, is there a particular direction that you want to see the industry go?
I really like what Errol said about coming back together as a community and really joining together rather than competing against each other sort of thing. I really like what he said about that, and helping each other out and not having this thing of like, oh, this hairdresser, rah, 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 or I don't know, I feel like there should be a bit more community and helping each other and stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like he had a really good point with that.
Yeah. Now I've heard a little whisper that you want to move to Canada.
Yeah.
Do you want to do hair over there, or what are your plans when you get there?
I hope, but I am also interested in ag, but now that I'm doing hair, I would love to be able to travel and do hair, and I feel like I'd learn so much doing it in Canada and America and stuff. Yeah.
It would be incredible just to go to a few salons over there, do a few months in them.
Yeah, even if I just went over and assisted, like that'd be really fun, I reckon.
Yeah. We could still, well, speaking of the ag stuff, what did you do before you started hairdressing?
I was a big ag girly. I actually went to an ag high school for year 11 and 12, and then I have worked for a livestock agent and then worked for sheep studs, and then I went up and worked on cattle stations in far north Queensland for 2 years. So very different.
But I definitely think that's where you get your hard work and like drive from, is that
industry.
Yeah. Because it is, there's no like...
Very cutthroat and a lot of hard work, yeah, for sure.
Where do you find your inspiration?
To be honest, I find it from Brittany, our little Brittany in-house. Yeah. I reckon I've seen her since she finished her qualification, and then seeing her now, she's just grown so much and just retained so much information, and is such a beautiful colourist and cutter. Like, I just aspire, and she brings so much joy into the salon.
Little ball of knowledge.
Yeah, she is. It's crazy.
She just obtains everything. Even yesterday when a client was after a product, I was like, Brittany, can you just come and talk about this? And I stood there and listened. I was like, yeah, that, what she said.
She just like has so much knowledge and loves to know and read about everything. So yeah. She's crazy.
Is your social media feed full of hair stuff, or?
I like personalising it more.
Yeah.
As in, I feel like people care more about what goes on behind the scenes and what we actually get up to, rather than, like, yes, I feel like hair posts and stuff are really good because it's your portfolio nowadays. But I feel like it also needs to be personalised of like your personality and what you like, because people book to talk to you and hang out with you for a couple of hours. So I think that's important too. Yeah.
Which I feel like the content that we do in the salon, we try and do a balance of that as well too, because there's nothing worse than just looking at somebody's Instagram and it just being
hair photos
or the back of somebody's head.
Yes.
Or like, sometimes it's also nice to not always have like an Instagram model and the whole page just be Instagram models, because for clients that can be a little bit overwhelming.
Yeah.
But it's
unreachable in their minds. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's nice to just have like some photos of the backs of heads, some photos of faces, and then like photos of the team or like videos of the team, because then when clients come in, they know exactly how it's going to be.
I mean, and then they know it's also a good space to be in, because we all get along and we're all friends.
Yes.
And we actually are all friends.
Yes. And I feel like I need to do a comment like we're always giggling at the back, because we literally are. Like, I am always laughing.
Yeah, it's always a good time.
Yeah. I'm like always literally in stitches every single day, and it just makes work amazing. So
it doesn't feel like work when we come in.
No, definitely doesn't. It's like they're saying, love what you do and you never work a day in your life.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thanks.
I really appreciate it.
Yeah, it was fun. Bye.
Bye.